Are you ready to learn about the astrology and angel card reading for December 2023? I am so ready. I love December. I love the holidays. Now I do love autumn as well, but I still love the holidays. And I will tell you, this is going to be coming at a great time. We have some amazing energy coming at us. We have our 12/12 energy portal opening up, as well as a new moon on the same day. So it's kind of like, yes, double, yay, yay, yay. But then we also have, of course, all of the other planets in motion as well. And of course, we have Mercury going into retrograde. It is in post shadow right now at the beginning of December, but it's going to be in full retrograde for most of December, just so you know. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's horrible. It just means we've got to work on it. Now, I have tons of video on working through this Mercury in retrograde, and I love the comments on them. So make sure that you comment on this one and so many of my other videos that you see, kind of like asking me more questions. I love doing those more questions and kind of like re-answering, like, yeah, let me answer this for you, or let me explain it to you. I love doing all of this. Now, I will tell you, Mercury is already dancing all over me because my computer system isn't working, my lightings aren't right. It is crazy energy, but I am still doing the astrology and angel cards for December 2023. So let's get started. December 1st, we don't have any planets in motion. So let's just do an angel card. And this one doesn't it just seems like it's poking out at you? That's what I'm thinking. This is a great day to do a retreat. And I will tell you, a retreat day is really one of those amazing days where you just kind of like relax in the energy, kind of don't worry about too many things. And sometimes it's a day that you just kind of take off from work. I call them mental health days because sometimes we just really do need that mental health day of just kind of like getting out of the office, trying something different, or even like having lunch or a special dinner with our spouse or a significant other, our loves, because sometimes we just need to get out of that normal routine. So this is a great way to do that and kind of take some time for ourselves as well. So let's move to December 2nd. We have Mercury in Capricorn sextiling Saturn in the sign of Pisces. So I've got all my cheat notes up here. So sextile is all about creating collaborations and this flow of energy between the two of them. So let's talk about this. Mercury is our planet of communication, all communication, and it's also in retrograde at this point in the sign of Capricorn. And Capricorn can be very driven, very passionate energy as well. And that on the other side is kind of like flowing with Saturn in the sign of Pisces. And I believe Saturn is also in retrograde as well. Or coming out of retrograde. Saturn is our planet of structure and law and restrictions, kind of like you're going to do this, and kind of like those great foundations that we really require. And it's in the sign of Pisces, which is kind of like this intuitive intuition. So it's kind of like two opposite signs. We've got this very strict planet, and then we've got this very like easygoing flow planet, and they are kind of trying to find the flow between all of this. This is a great day to kind of really make plans for your future and thinking about like long term. So this is a great day to kind of like do those long-term plans. What do we want to do long term? And kind of wishing what you want to achieve. Kind of what is that that thing that you really want to achieve. And I tell people it's kind of like usually December 31st or somewhere in December, we're like, oh, we didn't accomplish everything. So this is kind of like December 2nd, kind of like, have you finished everything? Is there anything else you want to start up? Is there anything else you want to bring to a close during this time frame? So it's kind of like interesting energy there. And it's going to be bringing up kind of allowing yourself to dream a little bit deeper. But because Mercury is in pre-shadow at this point, not in full retrograde, this is a great time to kind of start making those like ideas, like what would I want to accomplish in 2024? What would I want to say I've done and taken care of? What are those things? Like, I just want to say, yes, I've done it. What are those things that you want to say? So kind of start thinking ahead to 2024. So let's do this for December 2nd. And it's this one. Okay, this is some playfulness because all of that pre-thinking, like what are we going to do and where are we going to go and what are we going to accomplish in 2024? I know there's so many unknowns about 2024 at this point. It's kind of like, where are we at? There are so much amazing energy and so much like, yes, let's do this. So I will tell you, this is kind of the fun part of kind of like opening up to that energy. What is it that you would really want to accomplish? What would you really like to say? Like, I did this in 2024. I did. And that's a great place to start. That's a great place to kind of look at this energy and kind of like, yes, let's bring this in. So let's move to December 3rd. We have Venus in the sign of Libra squaring Pluto in the sign of Capricorn. So let's talk about all this. The square is all about creating obstacles and restrictions, kind of like pushing these two together. Which one's going to win? Now we've got Venus, which is our planet of love and relationships. And it's in the sign of Libra, which is all about kind of like that harmonious, diplomatic, kind of bringing this in. Let's talk about things. Squaring Pluto in the sign of Capricorn. Pluto is our planet of transformation, death, and power. And it's in the sign of Capricorn, which is all about driven and this passion, kind of like, where are we going to go with this? This aspect can bring up a lot of jealousy in other people, kind of like you had an easier time than I did. That's usually what I hear when people talk about jealousy, like their life was easier than mine and they didn't have to do the same things and they got a bigger piece of cake. I hear it all, kind of like craziness. Can ruin even the happiest. Jealousy can really ruin happy relationships, kind of like really crazy kind of stuff. I will tell you, it can also bring up like this betrayal, because like I thought you were on my side and now you're telling me that you're jealous of what's going on, or you're telling me that like this isn't the right way to do things. And I will tell you, it's one of those, that's the hardness of some people's jealousy, and to kind of avoid that today on December 3rd, kind of avoiding all of that craziness, and kind of especially people that are very manipulative. So I would say definitely stay away from passive aggressive people, narcissistic people. This would be the day of like, no, we're not talking. I'm busy. Let's talk tomorrow. So let's do December 3rd's angel card. It's back here. Okay. So this is healing. A lot of times when people come at us with jealous energy, and a lot of times, like I said, you don't understand like why they're jealous or anything else, but to stay away from them, especially on really harsh energy days, in that energy, it's one of those, it's going to make you feel like, wow, I feel like I'm healing, even if you didn't really do anything, even if you didn't like connect with them that much. I will tell you, this is a great day to kind of like bring that energy on and really understand that it's one of those, this is going to kind of bringing up a lot of healing energy, or like maybe there's times that I need to stay away from these really people that have this like really harsh energy. It can really help us a lot. Okay, so let's move to December 4th. We have Venus entering the sign of Scorpio. And I will tell you, like I said, Venus is the planet of love and relationships and harmony. And it's moving into the sign of Scorpio, which is all about passion and driven and kind of bringing things up, like that scorpion, kind of like, let's bring this up. As kind of like we kind of get into relationships of like bringing things up and kind of bringing things out. Venus enters kind of like that mysterious Scorpio, kind of like, what is it going to bring up? Like, what is the mystery that's coming up this time? Over the next 3.5 weeks or so, our relationships are going to take on new intensity, and we are going to find ourselves wanting to share our homes and resources and our partners, kind of like things like, what do we want to bring into this relationship? Where do we want to go with this? This is going to be bringing in some amazing energy for us, and kind of really a new intensity, a new passion, kind of like combining our love and our passion together with these two. So let's get an angel card and see what is really happening. What do our angels want us to know? And it's this card right here. Divine guidance. So this is a day that's kind of really a great one to kind of like bring in that divine energy. So this can be that Venus, that goddess of love in that sign of Scorpio, which is the mystery and the passion kind of thing, and combining. And this can kind of bring us into a divine guidance, like who is our family and who do we want to share our divine love with? Usually it's our family and our friends, but maybe there are other people that really require it as well. And so it's kind of like bringing in that amazing energy for us. So it's kind of like, Here we go. Let's move to December 5th. We have Venus in the sign of Scorpio, trining Saturn in the sign of Pisces. So a trine is all about easy energy, kind of like this really easy flow of energy between the two. Venus, our planet of love. Scorpio, our mystery and our passion is coming up. Trining, finding that flow between Saturn in the sign of Pisces. And Saturn is restrictions and laws and discipline. And it's in the sign of mystery and intuition and imagination. And this is, don't let your, kind of like your pride or kind of like your ego stand in the way of your happiness. This aspect is going to allow doors to open, and we're going to have to kind of let some things go as we do, because a lot of times when we open up those doors, we get like a new breath of air, kind of like a new energy coming in, and there's some old things that have been hanging on that we've got to get let go of before we're able to move forward. And this is finding love and finding people that we care about and sharing with them. So December 5th, our angel card is that one. Okay. Our angel card is all about signs, and there are signs of it's time to let go of things. And you've probably already been feeling this for a while. There's probably some things that you're kind of like, I really need to let go of all of this and or release this, because you're hanging onto it like you're bringing it with you every relationship you go into, or everything that you're kind of bringing into you. It's bringing that harsh energy as well, and that's not good for you. Let's move to December 6th. We have Neptune that's going direct in the sign of Pisces. Now, it's one of those, even though it goes direct, it's still in post shadow energy for a while longer. So it's not like it's done, it's relaxing. So the best thing about this is Neptune is our planet of dreams and intuition and mysticism kind of thing, and it's in the sign of Pisces, which is all about the flow. And so I know for the last several months people have had crazy dreams. I know it because I deal with it all the time. I have people that reach out to me like, I don't know what this dream means, I don't know how to do this, I don't know to. I get it. I so get it. This is a great day to kind of let go of some of that as we move into the end of the year, and kind of like our dream energy will kind of get back into kind of like some good dreams, or like dreams that are not so hard to kind of like understand. And this is also a great season for like giving and kind of bringing that in. And both of these have like this imagination, like imagine what your gift would do to someone else. I love donating gifts to different causes and different things. I love doing that. I also love getting gifts for my family, and I love kind of like shopping on these amazing days, because it really brings up my compassion, but it also brings up my like, what is going to that imagination, like how are they going to use this? And if it's something they're going to use once or twice a year, I'm probably not going to get it for them. I want something that they're going to use several times a month, that they're going to be like, wow, my mom got me this, or my in-laws got me this. Like, that's the real passion with this. I love doing those kind of things. So let's go into December 6th. Okay, here we go. Enchantment. And this is kind of like looking at things in a childhood way, and really wanting someone to love what we give them, and love like compassion and understanding, and that holiday spirit of kind of like, let's bring in this all new and this amazing energy for us. Let's move to December 7th. Mercury in the sign of Capricorn, trining Jupiter in the sign of Taurus. Trine is all about finding that easy flow of energy, or bringing in luck and intuition into this. Mercury, our planet of communication, all communication, and even our thinking, kind of like how do we think about things, in the sign of Capricorn, which is all about our passion and being driven. Finding that easy flow between that and Jupiter in the sign of Taurus. Remember, Mercury's in retrograde. I just thought about that. Jupiter, I think Jupiter's also in retrograde. Interesting. Jupiter, our planet of luck, expansion, and growth, is in the sign of Taurus, which is all about kind of like, what do we want to put our money into? What is steady and driven, and kind of really like, where do we want to put our money behind? And I will tell you, this is a very like amazing, innovative aspect that may help you solve some problems that you've been having with, or kind of like, I don't know how to deal with this part, or I don't know what to do. This is a good day to kind of do a lot of brainstorming and kind of like thinking things out, and also kind of bring your head and your gut to find a real solution. I will tell you, it is a great one to kind of like find those solutions that you're like, finally, I found it. I love having those on my mind and just kind of like allowing life to go on, and then you're like, yep, that's exactly what I needed to do. It's exactly what I needed to do. So for December 7th, support. This is our angels and guides on the other side are always sending us support. They're always bringing that amazing energy into us and helping us kind of like, where do we need to go? Like, what is the thinking that I'm not really 100% into, or what are the things that I really should be thinking about, but I'm not thinking about, or I need to think about. So it's kind of like, there we go. Okay, so December 8th, we do not have any planets in motion, so let's just pull a card for this one, and I kind of feel like this one's kind of already popping out on its own. Serenity. This is a great day to take some time to yourself, really take some like relaxing energy, and really take care of yourself. It's one of those, what can you gift yourself? Sometimes it's just a gift of time. What is it that you really want to do? What is it that you really want to have time for? That can be really fun. Let's see, December 7th or December 9th, we have Venus in the sign of Scorpio in opposition to Jupiter in the sign of Taurus. And oppositions are all about like creating this deep tension, really pushing this crazy energy together. Which one's going to win? How are things going to go? So this is kind of an interesting one. Venus is our planet of love and affection in the sign of Scorpio, which is all about being passion driven. Opposition, kind of pushing, like I said, bringing that tension in, Jupiter in the sign of Taurus. Jupiter, planet of luck, expansion, and growth, and it's in the sign of Taurus, which is all about being steady and driven, and where do we want to put our energy and time into. This is a day to not get overboard with our spending, buying a lot of expensive things or items that we kind of think may bring in some happiness to other people, but a lot of times bringing in happiness can be in a different mode and kind of like a different way of thinking about it. And so this is a great way to kind of like, yes, let's bring this energy in and let's buy something great for our families, but it doesn't have to be a whole bunch of money. I know people that go crazy into debt during the holidays, and then they spend like the next 10, 12 months getting out of debt, so then go into debt again. That's not what this is about. It's about making or doing or creating something with somebody else. And it's one of those, and a lot of times, like we've taught our family, like we're going to spend all this money on them, or we're going to do all these things. And really what they really mostly want is time with us. So kind of spending time with them, make a date with them, let's go out and have lunch, let's do this together. That can be a great way to kind of bring this energy in together with us. So let's do an angel card for December 9th. I'm going the wrong direction. December 9th. I feel like it's at the beginning. Maybe it is. It's the new one. Okay, so this is all about new love on December 9th. So like kind of bringing in that new energy, that new love, and kind of opening up to what's new. Because when we do, it's kind of like we like let that energy go. And I will tell you, this is going to be a great day to kind of bring that energy in and really finding our love with ourselves. So let's go to December 10th. We do not have any planets in motion today. So let's just do an angel card. I feel like it's towards the back. There it is. It was kind of in the back half. Blessings. December 10th is bringing in blessings. And I will tell you, this is a day, I love December because we have so many blessings and people bring this amazing energy in. And what are the blessings that we really want to bring in? Because we've had a very traumatic 2023 with a lot of energy in play, a lot of things that have gone on, and it can be it has been very harsh for a lot of people. I know it's been harsh for me, but it's one of those bringing in those blessings and sending those blessings to others, sending those angels and guides to bless other people's lives is going to be amazing. I love sending people angels all the time, but especially on this day, I'm going to be sending extra special ones, and I'll probably be sending one to you as well. Let's go to December 11th. We have Mercury in the sign of Capricorn sextiling Venus in the sign of Scorpio. So sextiles are all about collaborations and finding the easy kind of collaboration between two energies. Mercury is in pre-shadow in the sign of Capricorn, and Mercury is our planet of communication, all communication, thinking about things, reasoning out, kind of all of that kind of energy in the sign of Capricorn, which is all about passion and driven energy. And then we've got it sextiling Venus in the sign of Scorpio. So Venus is our planet of love and harmony, and it is in the sign of mystery in a Scorpio, and kind of like that passion driven kind of like energy. And I will tell you, it's a great day to kind of bring out like feeling good about yourself. You're going to feel great. You're going to feel very confident. This is a day that you may want to ask other people things that you've been holding back. Like, I really want to know the answer to this. And this is a great day to kind of like step out of your comfort zone and really start like awesome, moving, amazing energy. So let's do this for December 11th. This one right here, it won't move. It's just like stuck there. This is a great day to start romance. And this is a great day to kind of bring in new love and new energy in our life. And I will tell you, if you're already in a relationship, then that means that they're kind of be bringing things to a next level. Don't we just love that next level? Yes. Okay, let's move to December 12th because we have so much going on. December 12th, it is a lot of energy we've got going on. So first off, we have our new moon in the sign of Sagittarius. This is kind of like our last new moon in 2023. We will be breaking out of our comfort zone. This is a great one because we've got that Sagittarius energy of kind of like being lucky and ambitious and kind of like, what do we want to do? This is going to be like, yes, let's bring this on. This is a great time to go on an adventure if you haven't planned something already, even if it's just to the store. Let's go out. Let's do something completely different. Take in on something that you normally wouldn't do. And I will tell you, something can be a little fun and interesting to do is sign up for a class that you haven't done or a webinar that you haven't taken. Something kind of like bringing in that amazing energy. Like, what do I want to do? That is going to be great. Now, I will tell you, December 12th also has Mercury going into full retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. This is going to be the second time that Mercury is going backwards in Capricorn. So this is a great time to look back at the beginning of 2023 because that's when it was in Capricorn last. And kind of what are the repeating themes, or kind of like what are the repeating ideas? What are you dealing with now that you were dealing with back January of 2023? This is a great day to kind of like be careful of delays, be careful of miscommunications over the next few weeks. And this could be putting some major goals or ambitions or whatever else that you really thought you wanted on hold for a while. This is going to be like bringing in that hold energy. Like, let's just slow it down a little bit. I know. Also on December 12th, we have our 12/12 energy portal. And I have several videos on this already, but I just wanted to kind of give you a little hint in here of kind of like what's coming through. This is some intense waves, and it kind of lines up with a whole bunch of energy all at the same time, bringing in a new consciousness to our planet, kind of bringing like a awakening to a lot of people. And this is kind of people that haven't really been awakening as much as they think they are, kind of like bringing that to a new level. And I will tell you, this is also kind of bringing in a new rebirth for not only ourselves, but our planet as well. So kind of bringing in that new rebirth that we love so much. So let's go to our angel cards For December 12th, we had a lot of energy going. I feel like it's this one. This is a great day to kind of study our energy, really study. Like I said, Mercury was in retrograde now in Capricorn, but it was in January 2023 when it was in Capricorn. Studying that time frame. What are you going through now that kind of parallels that time frame as well? The 12-12 energy portal is kind of like bringing in new energy, new awakening, along as well as our new moon. That is kind of like bringing that really amazing Sagittarius energy of kind of like, what is the mystery? What do we want to do? That optimistic, like what do we want to take care of? And this is a great time to really think about it, kind of studying it and thinking about it is going to bring in some amazing energy as well. So let's move to December 13th. We have no planets in motion. So let's just do an angel card. It feels like it's this one. December 13th, we have the card of friendship. And this is a great one for us. Kind of like, what are the friendships that we should be honoring today, stepping out? And this may be the day that you throw your holiday cards in the mail and kind of like, let me finally get them out. And kind of making those connections to friends and family and that sort of thing. So that can be like, yeah, let's do it that day. Let's see. Right in here feels like December 14th because we have no planets or motion going. And this is all about December 14th. We have spiritual growth. And I feel like this is going to be kind of like a harsh spiritual growth. I know it sounds really interesting, but I feel like it's a great day to kind of like do a deep dive into our spiritual growth. So many times I hear people like, I'm in spiritual growth. And it's like, no, you're not. You got to really think about it. You got to really do all the work that's entailed in there, because if not, you're getting this subsurface, kind of like this, like you're getting a little bit, but you're not getting as deep as you should be in all of this. This one is calling my name from the back for December 15th. I know it's the card of abundance though. I just saw the colors, a little bit of the colors, and I was like, that's the one I need to pull. So December 15th, we have the card of abundance, and this is going to be bringing in an abundance of love, an abundance of stepping out of your comfort zone. This is going to be bringing in abundance of like, what do I want to bring into my life next? These are kind of things that we need to be thinking about, like, where do I want to go next? What do I want to bring into myself? What is it that I want to do or require from other people? That can be a really great one as well. So make sure that you're really opening up to this amazing energy of the first half of December 2023. And this energy is amazing. I know we are going to be making some strides in this. We've got some amazing challenges coming, some amazing things that we can overcome. And as well, we have some amazing energy kind of really bringing us to a new healed state. I know this is going to be an amazing day. And I thank you so much for joining me today. And I know that we'll be talking again soon.